Hello everyone, Eric Lima here, coming at you with yet another video from my secondary YouTube channel, aka secondary YouTube vlogging, when I present to you all my sentimental thoughts coming from my heart and my soul, and my mental oddball shenanigans come from my mind and brain. This is EML77 TV, episode 778. It's time for the Raw Recap. That's right, the Raw Recap, where I bring to you the recaps from Raw, Smackdown, and NXT. I'm a big WWE fan, a big wrestling fan. I am the current... No, I'm joking around. I have the new Intercontinental title that I got this past Sunday in the mail, so from eBay. So we're gonna have some fun today. So I figured I'd give you a little report about Raw last night. We have a new WWE superstar, Dominic Mysterio. Had signed his contract with the WWE, and he signed another contract in his match against Rollins at SummerSlam. They had a match, Seth Rollins versus Humberto Carrillo. It was a good matchup. Murphy tried to get involved. Dominic Mysterio made sure that didn't happen, but Seth Rollins did end up getting the window. And then Dominic was tied up on the ropes by Rollins and Murphy, and they took turns whacking him with the Singapore canes. I mean, he got caned. He got caned worse than that kid in Singapore. I forget. That was back in the 90s, and they showed pictures of him. Welts. My gosh, I cannot imagine how his father is feeling about the whole thing. So I think I'm sure we'll be hearing from Rey Mysterio before SummerSlam is coming. Angelo Dawkins, one half of the Street Profits, the Raw Tag Champions, went up against Andrade, and Dawkins, after a good back and forth, Dawkins picked up the victory. Montez Ford is still recovering from the supposed food poisoning, and allegedly caused by Zelina Vega. Bianca Belair believes Zelina Vega and her team's behind the whole thing. Bianca Belair and Vega had their match right away after this one, and Bianca Belair picked up the win. The Hurt Business, that will be MVP, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, were in the ring in the VIP lounge promo, and Apollo Crews came out. And yeah, MVP's making some more excuses of why he lost the match to Apollo Crews. And Apollo Crews says, well, you know what? At SummerSlam, I'm going to give you a beatdown. But he had a match against Shelton Benjamin. Benjamin picked up the win after a distraction by Bobby Lashley. Retribution is causing more trouble. They broke the glass door of the PC, the Performance Center. So Retribution, we still don't know who those guys are. Like I said, the four possibilities to throw up. Hopefully we'll find out the identities of these guys. These guys are driving probably everybody crazy. And the big question, what do they want? What is their goal here in the WWE? You know, so we'll find out. I think once they reveal their identities, they'll reveal their goals. That's what I'm thinking that's going to happen. So, I spelled break wrong. I put an extra E in there. Probably didn't break it. Mickie James is back with an interview. Lana and Natalya interrupted. How can you leave the locker room if you don't have a TikTok? Oh, God, Lana. You and your TikTok. So Mickie James and Natalya set for next week. That's going to be a matchup I'm looking forward to seeing. Ivar was talking to, once again, one of the stars of The Bachelor, Demi Burnett. Demi Burnett, you know, if she's going to be on every week on Raw, sign her up as a manager. I like to see her as a manager. I think she's a big wrestling fan too, and so a big WWE fan as well. So, hey, and she is pretty kind of cute. Of course, the running gag is Ivar's kind of cute, and Eric's pretty much not. Eric's a married man, lady. So why don't you leave Eric out of it? All right. Going to be the running gag if Sarah Logan came back and made a running joke, and then Eric. You know, anyways, after Eric was embarrassed by Demi Burnett and Ivar. I like Ivar, and he's from Massachusetts too, so he's from my state. So I think chicks dig Massachusetts men. I don't know, I'm not that attractive looking. And then Ricochet and Cedric Alexander started snickering about the whole thing and laughing. And their match was up next, the 8-man tag match. Viking Raiders, Ricochet and Alexander took on Akira Tozawa and his 3 ninjas. Although one ninja looked familiar, more on that. 2 ninjas went in, and Akira Tozawa wanted to get the 3rd ninja. 3rd ninja said, let's skedaddle. I was like, that ninja's up to something. Because that ninja looked familiar, right? So they took the 24/7 title to take off. The Viking Raiders, Ricochet and Alexander picked up the victory. But then there was a 24/7 title match between the Ninja and Tozawa. The Ninja scooped Tozawa from behind after a referee came out. the referee, she counted the 1, 2, 3, and the 24/7 title changed hands, but the Ninja took off his mask. It's R-Truth. R-Truth outsmarted Akira Tozawa, and R-Truth is now a 38-time 24/7 champion. Would you believe that? I can't. Charlie Caruso interviewed Drew McIntyre, and Drew McIntyre had this final parting words for Randy Orton. Evolution may have passed you by. Next match on the card on the Raw was Liv Morgan going one-on-one with the Iconics Peyton and Royce. Liv Morgan had Ruby Riott in her corner. Peyton Royce obviously has Billie Kay. After an accidental distraction by both Billie Kay and Ruby Riott, Peyton Royce picked up the victory. Ruby Riott apologized. And Byron Saxton said it last night. It's going to take a little process for them to get back on the same page as the Riott Squad. So we'll see what happens during that time. Raw Underground. Raw Underground, if they keep this up, they should have a championship for Raw Underground, because that's how, Raw Underground is. And they got rid of the female dancers, thank God, because I think it's all about the fighting, if you ask me. Raw Underground, Riddick Moss against second-generation superstar Cal Bloom. Cal Bloom is a second-generation superstar. He is the son of Wayne Bloom, who was known as Blake Beverly. No, is it Bo Beverly? The son of Bo Beverly, one half of the Beverly Brothers. Riddick Moss picks up the victory over there. Then we go back to regular wrestling action. Asuka and Bayley with Asuka's SummerSlam opportunity on the line. Asuka did pick up back and forth. The match went very well. But Bayley's mimicking of Kairi Sane had cost her. And Asuka picked up on that and picked up the win by submission. And Asuka and Sasha Banks will go at SummerSlam, while Bayley awaits this Friday night on SmackDown the winner of the Tri-Branded Battle Royal. So this is huge because I would love to see an NXT superstar win that thing. That's my personal opinion. I like to see Rhea Ripley win it, but then again, Mia Yim. Ripley or Mia Yim, one of those two. I'm not sure Ryan Popola is going to have fits over this, as he'll be on the bump complaining about it tomorrow. I assure you. So, heck of a matchup. Going back to Raw Underground, 3 matches happened. Arturo Ruas, one of the best fighters from Brazil, beat up a loco. Dava Kato, formerly known as Babatunde, beat up a loco with a groin claw. Ouch. And Shayna Baszler took on 3 women and beat them. That's Shayna Baszler for you. So, Raw Underground, like I said, Raw Underground needs a championship of their own. That's just saying. Retribution causing more trouble. They turned over a car. If it's a car of a well-respected and most feared superstar, if I were Retribution, I would run. I don't know whose car that is, but I'll tell you one thing: they made a mistake. Depends on whose car that is. They may have made a mistake. Then Randy Orton and Kevin Owens went 1-on-1. They had a huge fight. Won a matchup, went back and forth, but Orton does pick up the victory. And then Orton tells Ric Flair that he doesn't need him anymore. You're this, you're that, and everything else. Ric Flair explains, hey, I always believed in you, man. It's about you, man, And showing a lot of love. And then Randy Orton and Flair ended with a hug. I was like, okay, good. And then Randy Orton low blows Ric Flair. That's, Ric Flair mentors this guy, and all of a sudden now he low blows Ric Flair, and then punched him in the head, and thank goodness I think Retribution was playing with the lights again, I think, because they didn't want, and when the lights shut off at the right time when Orton went to punch Flair in the head, Drew McIntyre came out. McIntyre says, I'm going to get you at SummerSlam, basically simple as that, and made sure Flair got the medical attention, and as he wheeled him out. So I think McIntyre is really, in other words, McIntyre really ate at Randy Orton. So we will see what happens on this Wednesday on NXT. Will Retribution cause trouble there? Who knows for sure? And I think Retribution probably knows that Triple H and Shawn Michaels ain't going to put up with that crap, and neither will William Regal. So this is going to be very interesting. What's going to happen? As you know, this coming Wednesday night, NXT, a triple threat match to decide the 3rd member of the ladder match for the North American Championship to join Damian Priest and Bronson Reed. They're going at it next week. They're going at it this Wednesday as well. Damian Priest and Bronson Reed. Another match on the card for NXT Wednesday. We'll be carrying Cross one-on-one with Danny Burch. That's going to be a fight. So, and then you got the triple threat match. You got Kushida, Cameron Grimes. I've always wanted to say it like that. And a mystery opponent, and we don't know who that's going to be. Could be a member of Retribution. I don't know. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens in the long run. And you know, Friday Night SmackDown, they got a tri-branded Battle Royal. So that means all the NXT superstars will make their debut on SmackDown. So it's got female NXT superstars. So be very interested to see what is going to happen. It's going to be a lot of fun. I am looking forward to it. And it's going to be quite the adventure. It has been a hot one. Oh boy. Look out, folks. It's going to be a hot one. Just be careful out there. If it's hot where you at, please try to get yourself hydrated, cool off or something, you know. If you have to, go in a walk-in cooler and just sit there for a bit. Don't stay there too long. You don't want to freeze to death. But anyways, so that is the that's the thing. One more thing, I have put my Twitter account on protection mode because one troll already over there harassed me already and decided to play Tattletale for some weird reason or another. Bothering me with all these trivial stuff, so I said, you know what, I'm going to report all his tweets, I'm going to block him, and guess what? I'm putting my Twitter account on protection mode from here on in. It's really sad, but but I have to do it, so. This Jake not from State Farm dude. So, as you know, I got this in Sunday. As you know, if you forget, it's the Intercontinental, the new design of the Intercontinental title. Not exactly. It's a replica, facsimile, a little smaller than the original Intercontinental title, a little cheaper. So I'm very happy with this. I got the Intercontinental title. So I got the newly classic Intercontinental title in the bag, and I got this Intercontinental Championship, the current one. So it's looks pretty cool, and I like it. So AJ Styles is the champ, and right now I'm the champ right here. Look at it, it spells nice. All right. So that's all the time for the Raw recap. I will give you NXT for August 10th, 2020 Raw recap. I will come at you with the NXT recap as well, and that's why, you know what I need? I'm going to go get a notebook for the Raw recap, so I'm going to do exactly that. So what's next on the card for me? I don't know for sure what's going to happen, but we're going to I got some top 10 lists. Top 10 list I got to do. I got 2 top 10 lists about the Red Sox over the years. I've been a Sox fan since 1986. So that will be coming up next. So I am looking forward to what I'm going to talk about then. All right, then. I will see you guys later. I'll see you in episode 779. And it's all there is for EML77 TV. Let me put this title down so I can say, oop. There we go. So, see ya, peace, and have a good day.